am the director of this lovely piece by Domenick Scudera, who's joining us in the back, so if you want to bug our playwright, you certainly can. So the half of it is a play that is part of the premiere showcase here at Phillips Mill. Phillips Mill picks one play by a local playwright that has never been produced and gives it a full production. As you can see, when this curtain opens, it looks like $1 million. This is a great opportunity for playwrights, particularly now after the pandemic. Live theater took a huge hit during the pandemic, but this particular brand of theater, which is called New Play Development, which is responsible for fostering playwrights that tell contemporary stories about our lives, New Play Development took a really big hit after the pandemic. So the fact that you all are here supporting a new voice from your community is fantastic and amazing, and let's give you guys a round of applause. The half of it runs about 2 hours and 15 minutes with a 15-minute intermission. So there will be a 15-minute intermission. Also, we have an actor who was called away tonight, so I am going to be reading that role with this script. Get into it. It's going to be, I'm so excited. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. Scott, are you all ready? All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy our production of The Half of It.
How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to the star? And if I ever lose you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky?
It was tragic. The ending? That's the whole truth. Tragic. He made headlines across the country the next day. The kind of publicity we always dreamed of. Well, in our dreams. The story didn't include his death, but... Newspaper described the circumstances this way. Long Beach, Long Island, June 27, 1923. Bert Savoy, well-known comedian of the vaudeville team Savoy and Griffin. I'm Brendan, by the way.
What a glorious day to be alive!
So that's my birdie.
Your Bertie? Dearie, I am my own person. I am Bert Savoy, well-known comedian of the vaudeville team of Savoy and Griffin,
who starred in the Ziegfeld and Greenwich Village Follies for several seasons, and along with Jack B. Grossman, 33.
33? I'm not 33 years old.
Ohio, dearie. The world is bound to find out your true age sometime. Thank God they didn't report my age. That has been a closely guarded secret for many years.
My stage name is Jack Vincent, not Grossman. You'd think they'd at least get that right.
Yes, but I like Ohio. A good nickname is
Please!
Sorry. Please continue with this terrible tragedy.
Jack B. Grossman, 33. Also widely known in theatrical circles.
Oh, he is definitely widely known by half the men in New York.
You're impossible.
I am dead.
Not yet.
10 seconds, unless you want to see this girl in her knickers.
Oh, excuse me, I'm looking for Maud.
No Maud here. Do you mean Molly? She's down the hall.
No Maud, of course there is. I just saw her on stage.
Kate?
Maud!
Kate! Kate! Oh, Kate, darling! Oh, Jay, do you know who this is?
Kate?
How rude of me. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kate Stockdale.
Stockdale? Jay, this is the famous Klondike Kate. You must have heard of her.
Oh yes, the flame dancer. Everett, I mean, Bert, you never told me that you knew a legend like this.
Kate, this is Jay. Mr. Jay Brennan.
Pleasure.
All mine.
Now tell us, what is a legend like you doing in Nowheresville, USA?
Chasing another man, honey.
Jay, this woman has had more men than I have teeth. How many times have you been married now?
Oh, 3 or 4, 5, I've lost count. Husbands are like peanuts. Have one and move on to the next.
How do you know Maud?
This little ray of sunshine here popped up in the Yukon a few years back.
The Yukon? I mean, Bert, in the Yukon?
Why is that so funny? I am very hardy, I will have you know.
I was working a concert hall with a bunch of gals at the height of the gold rush. Well, Maud here, she just fit right in.
The miners thought I was a big, fine, strapping gal.
They loved our Maud.
Maud? I thought it was Madame Veen, palmist and fortune teller.
No, that was later. Keep up. Madame Veen was when I was working my way from Denver to Baltimore.
Denver, Baltimore? The Yukon? Where haven't you been?
Oh, honey, this girl has been everywhere and done everything. Let me get a look at you. Maud and Madame Veen. Who is it now, honey?
I believe it was Bert, but we are reserving judgment on that for now.
How often have you been married?
Once. But I'm not married anymore. I'm not married. It takes up so much time. I'm not married. You must come over.
Well, yes, but you have been married recently because I remember reading of your divorce.
Well, I'm not the only one that ever got a divorce. I just had to get a divorce. That caveman stuff don't go for me, dearie. Floors are meant to walk on, not to be dragged over.
Yes, but it didn't last very long, did it?
Well, I was with him from May to September. I don't see how anyone can say that. I was with him from May to September.
And then some other woman came and took him away from you.
Well, what do I care? I had use of him all summer.
What did you divorce your husband for?
$200 a month.
You're just the kind of girl I'd like for my wife.
Well, tell your wife she can't have it. Actually, I have a price and it's gone up since the show was a hit.
Just tell me how you do it. You must come over. Where did that even come from?
Oh, from strong ladies like you, dearie. You just see yourself in me.
What do you mean?
Oh, you could do this act with your eyes closed, my love. People are just laughing at me because I have the guts to wear a dress and talk about sex.
Oh, but you're not talking about sex. At least not on the surface.
It's all in the delivery. If the line is clean, you can make the subtext as dirty as you want. It's the audience's minds that are in the gutter, not my mouth.
You sure about that?
You can do it with anybody. Did I ever tell you about the empty box? There's nothing in it at the moment.
You are incorrigible!
Oh, it works with everything. You must come over. Here, try it. Just be yourself and deliver me that line.
You must come over.
Oh, good, but make it your own. Do not imitate. I'm not imitating you or any woman. I am inspired by you. I'm inspired by women. Let it come full circle. Be inspired by me.
You must come over. Ooh, you must come over. Come on over, dearie.
That's it. That's it.
You must come over. Come over and see me. Or you must come up. Come up and see me sometime.
Baby, you are dangerous.
About time. Let me look at you. My God, Bert.
Annie, this is Jay.
Jay Brennan, how do you do?
Anna Savoy. Pleasure.
Savoy? Anna Savoy?
Yes, I'm his wife.
Former wife.
Didn't the last tell you?
Well, he mentioned it recently, but he did not mention your name was Savoy. How can that be? When were you married?
1,000,000 years ago. We was kids.
But his name was Mackenzie back then.
Nope. Savoy. Bert Savoy. You know, we toured a bit, the two of us did. Savoy and Savoy. We was pretty good. But we got into some trouble and we had to abandon the act. And this one, well, he abandoned me.
Savoy and Savoy? You invented that name when Kate came to visit us and we started our act. You were not Savoy before that moment.
Jay, not now. Annie, why are you here?
I divorced you too soon. I want to get married again.
What?
Jay, stop. Annie, what is it? What are you talking about?
I see how successful you was in New York City since we got that divorce. You're famous now, ain't you? Now that you got some good dough coming in, I think it's time your wife started sharing in some of that profit.
Former wife.
Not if you marry me again. I'll sue you in court, I will. I'll tell them you promised to marry me again and then you disappeared.
This is crazy.
Well, I figure I'm owed something. I'll tell them that you got arrested all those years ago.
In Baltimore?
Nope, here in Chicago. It was 1906 or 1907.
You were arrested more than once?
It was nothing. We got caught receiving some goods.
Stolen goods.
It's not even worth mentioning. We were out in no time.
Yes, but in those fancy New York papers, it would be a scandal if I leaked the truth.
That caveman stuff don't go for me, dearie. Floors are meant to walk on, not to be. Ah! Faggot!
What's the matter? Your eye hurt?
Leave me alone. Why are you doing this?
You pansies need to be taught a lesson. Show me that eye! And I do know who you are. You know the half of it, dearie.
Oh, Miss Greer, is it?
Yes, that's right.
Oh. Well, come in, dearie. Don't be shy.
What a distinct pleasure it is to meet you. May I say, what an honor it is to design some costumes for you. I believe there's never been a greater comedian and female impersonator combined to walk the footlights than you, sir. Or should I say, madam.
Yes, well, I mean...
Oh, and may I say, I am just thrilled that you are giving this opportunity to a woman designer. I realize there are so many more illustrious male designers whom you could have chosen.
Well, I contend that it takes a woman to understand a woman's clothes.
Oh, yes.
Let's get down to business, shall we? What have you brought to show me?
Straight to work. Yes, that's what I like. A true professional I don't believe I've ever met.
Miss Greer?
Right, I apologize. I am a bit nervous.
You're not afraid of me, dear, are you? That nonsense that was in the papers last year about me being a caveman and a brute? You don't believe any of that, do you?
Oh, no. I'm just a bit flustered because I want to do a good job for you, Mr. Savoy. So, I've made some sketches for you, Mr. Savoy.
Bert, please.
Yes, Bert.
As I am man... what shall become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate. As I am man, my state is desperate...
For my master's love.
Yes. As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As
I am woman.
As I am woman. Now alas the day, what
thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe?
Oh, it is no use, I cannot seem to remember these lines.
What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day, which thriftless sigh shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Why, Agnes, your talents are limitless.
I walked the boards myself once.
Mr. Stevens, you must come over. We have an apartment on 45th Street. You must come over. We insist, don't we, Jay, on having your initials carved in our piano? Everybody's played it but the Pope. You must come over.
You are exactly the same off stage as on. You make up the stuff as you go along with.
Does she ever? I never know what she's going to say next.
Yes.
She breaks me up every night.
Perhaps it's not my place, but Mr. Stevens, these two really must be getting ready.
Oh, yes, I understand. Thank you so much for this opportunity to speak with you again. I think I have some real gold here to share with my readers.
Bye now.
Yes, goodbye. Thank you. She's a charlatan, an opportunist. Nothing to be concerned about.
I tried to evade her, but she overheard me tell someone that I was coming to find you today. She has been following me.
Hi. Mr. Haley, there you are. Is this Mr. Brennan?
No, this is a friend.
James. Call me James.
James. Do you know where I can find Mr. J. Brennan?
We have not seen him, but perhaps we can help you. What is it you need, Mrs. Walker?
Or perhaps it's Mackenzie.
Mackenzie, heavens no. It is Walker. Ida Mae Walker,
Oh,
yes.
Walker! I see you understand our surprise, Mrs. Walker.
I don't know.
Bert had told us that he didn't have a mother.
What? Oh, no. We were very close. Very close. I saw him in Chicago just last year.
I was in Chicago with him last year. I don't recall him talking about his mother.
Well, I don't know why. He said I was to be the sole beneficiary of his will, and that I should resign my position in Chicago and come to New York to keep his home.
Oh, he did.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, he has a lovely apartment on 44th Street. I've been there many a time.
44th Street?
Yes. It has a piano and everything. Everyone's played on it, but the Pope, he says.
O time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too great a knot for me to untie.
What?
Twelfth Night. Shakespeare.
Oh, sorry. I never could understand Shakespeare.
Bert told me you wanted to produce him in Twelfth Night next season.
We never talked about that. Me producing Shakespeare? Can you imagine? Like, what is it?
Nothing, Haley.
Shall we go?
Tell me one thing.
Yes.
What really happened on the beach? Was he really yelling up at the sky, "Mercy, Miss God, Miss God"? All that?
Oh no, Mr. Brennan, it was awful.
Please call me Jay.
Yes, Jay. You don't want to know.
Tell me.
It was in the water, alone. He had been melancholy the entire afternoon. The sky turned black in an instant. It all happened so fast.
Haley? Ohio? Where are you? I hate storms. Always have. I'm not joking. Don't leave me alone out here. I don't want to be alone.
Down Ohio just had
That'll be quite enough out of you, Miss God. Haley, what am I going to do without him?
I can't say. But don't sit here by yourself. Why don't you join me, huh? You must come over!
Very good.
Yeah. I learned from the best. You should have been with us.
I should have been.
How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to a star? And if I ever lose you, how much would I cry?